guys, I have about 10 minutes before I have to leave to go to a doctor's appointment, so this is going to be a speed review video, but I wanted to get this up as soon as possible. It is all about the new Natasha Denona Glam face palette. These just released last Friday, the first day of the Sephora sale, and I was able to grab one on the launch day, which I was really excited about. I feel like companies don't typically put their products in store on launch day anymore. It's like they release them online and then they make you wait like a month and then it's available in store. But to my surprise, I was able to pick it up and I was able to get my 20% off with it for the Sephora sale. So that was pretty dang exciting. It is in stock right now. It keeps popping in and out of stock, but if it's something you have your eye on, then definitely keep an eye on it. I will link it down below for you guys, but they have two different colors. They have a light version and a dark version, or is it a deep version? I was able to buy both if I wanted to, but I decided I don't need the deep one. The eyeshadow colors are beautiful in the deep one, but the face colors are definitely, I mean, they were definitely gonna be too dark for me. So I picked up the light one since I am pretty fair skinned. I put it on my face today. I recorded the whole thing. So you're gonna see me put it on my face. We're gonna do swatches and we're just gonna talk about it a little bit. Okay, so this retails for $59, which actually is not too bad considering it is Natasha Denona, the queen of eyeshadows. I love Natasha Denona eyeshadows. She has quite a few products that are named this whole glam. I don't know if she has like a whole glam line. She has a glam eyeshadow palette. She has a mini glam. She has like a micro mini glam eyeshadow palette, and now she has this face palette. So I don't know if it's gonna become like a thing and there's gonna be like eyeliners and blushes, and I hope so. But for now, this is like the fourth product in her glam line. The packaging is very reflective. I'm having a hard time like not blinding you guys. You can see my ring light and all of that stuff, but it is really pretty. It's really heavy. It's kind of like a metal feeling palette, and it's substantial in your hand. It's called the face palette because when you open it up, there is eyeshadows as well as face products. Like I said, I'm wearing all of them on my face and my eyes today. So down here on the bottom are the eyeshadows. There are 3 mattes and 2 shimmers, and they're in a neutral color story, which I love. And then you have your highlighter right here and your blush right here. The blush seems very, very deep, especially for a light palette, specifically labeled light palette. There is a little plastic door right here to kind of block these two colors off because these are cream products, whereas the eyeshadows are powder products. So I love the fact that she included that. That way you don't get powder inside of your cream products and like mix them all up and get them all gross. So I love when companies do that. And then you have a big mirror right here. There is like a plastic thing that I haven't pulled off yet. So that's basically the overview of the palette. Let's talk first about the eyeshadows because you guys, if I could put together a neutral eyeshadow palette, I want to say I would probably put together these 5 colors. Like, they are beautiful. The only thing that's missing is like a matte cream color to put all over your lid, but you can use foundation for that if you really wanted to, or powder foundation or whatever. So these are so pretty. They're named Inner Corner, Transition, Crease, Outer Corner, and Smoke. I tried to put them on like in that order or like following the directions of the names just for the first time, just to see how they applied. So I started with the color Transition, which is kind of like a neutral leaning warm matte brown color. I put it pretty much all over my lid, focusing mostly on the crease and buffing it out a little bit to get things going. And then I went in immediately with the color Crease, which is right next to it. This one has more of, this one's definitely more of a neutral matte brown color compared to the color Transition. The color Transition has more of like a beige, I don't want to say pink undertone, maybe like a peach undertone, whereas Crease is like a true neutral mid-tone brown, beautiful crease colors. Both of them applied so beautifully. They were not patchy, they were not like messy, there was no fallout, nothing like that. They applied super pretty. Then I went into the color Outer Corner, which is a glitter color, but these glitters are so different, you guys. It's like a thin glitter. It's like the thinnest glitter I feel like I've ever used before. It's hard to explain it other than saying it's a thin glitter. The consistency is so strange, but when you swatch it, it is beautiful. So you see that? This color is kind of like a gold champagne. It's not like a bronzy gold, it's definitely like a light gold champagne. So I went in first with a wet brush. I didn't even try it with a dry brush. I feel like glitters, you just always need either a wet brush or your finger. It applied pretty dang well with the wet brush, but then I went in with my finger and I dotted it on top just to see if it would add any more pigment or pow or wow, and they applied pretty similarly, be it finger or wet brush. So take your pick as far as how you want to actually apply them, but I think it looks pretty. That's what's on the outer part of my a part of my lid. And then directly after that, I went into the color Inner Corner, which is the first one right here. This color is gorgeous, you guys. So it has the same consistency as like I was saying, like a thin, it's like a thin but really pretty glitter. I have never used an eyeshadow like it before, you guys. I have not. So here is what it looks like. Look at how beautiful it is. It's like a white gold with silver flecks in it. It is super, super, super pretty. I feel like that is like my perfect all over lid color. It would make a beautiful holiday color, a beautiful like New Year's Eve color, everyday color. Both of these shimmers are like the two most perfect shimmers in my opinion. I feel like they have the perfect amount of glitter, the perfect amount of shimmer. They are just gorgeous, and you saw how they swatched. They apply beautifully. So I went in, same thing as I did with the more like champagne color. I went in with the wet brush first, and then I went in with my finger. It applied very similarly with both techniques. So I think take your pick, whatever you prefer, but both of them applied absolutely beautifully. There was a tiny bit of fallout, so I did have to go in with my dry brush and just kind of like brush the fallout away. But it was nothing that I couldn't, you know, it was fine. It was not a big deal. And then the last thing I did is I went in with the color Smoke, which is the darkest matte brown in the palette, and I just kind of like dotted it on the outer V of my eye, just to give a little bit of dimension and to make sure that I used all 5 colors in the look. And I think the eye look is absolutely gorgeous, you guys. I love the way it looks. I love the eyeshadows in this palette. I could absolutely see myself using these as an everyday palette. I can travel with this palette because it does include the face products. So let's quickly talk about the face products, because I was shocked by the face products. So the blush looks super duper dark. It looks intense. So I went in and just like dotted my brush and like just dotted it in, and I was like, huh, I feel like I could use a little bit more. So I went in with my brush, dotted it a little bit more, and I built it up because I was so scared it was gonna be too intense and too pigmented, but it's actually a pretty sheer formula. It's like a cream to powder, which I think is really nice. I was able to wear it on top of a powder foundation, and it didn't like move around the product or anything like that. So you can see I'm even building up the swatch. It's really pretty. It is definitely suited for light skin. And then the highlighter is like pow. That is what is all over my face right here. This definitely packs a punch. It doesn't look too crazy in the pan itself, but dang, when you put it on your face, it packs a punch, you guys. Like, look at that swatch. It is intense, but you know what? Sometimes you need an intense highlighter in your life. This is definitely gonna be it for you. So definitely pretty colors. Like I said, I love the fact that it has this little door right here to protect the cream products from the powder products and to keep them like moist. Okay, and just to quickly show you guys some swatches, let me turn down the lighting a little bit. So again, there's the highlighter, there's the blush. It's like a peachy coral nude. Oh, so pretty, so pretty. And then here's all of the eyeshadows. So there's the Inner Corner, there is the transition color, there's the crease color. I'm trying to remember what they're all called without looking at them. There's the Outer Corner, and there's the Smoke color. So beautiful palette. I am so glad I was able to pick it up. It makes me very curious about the dark one. Like, should I go back and get the dark one? Will the blush be acceptable for my skin? I don't know. But I hope that this helped you guys make a decision as to whether or not you want it. Maybe put it on your Christmas list, pick it up during the Sephora sale while you can get a discount on it, but definitely worth it. If you're looking to try out like a little bit of all of Natasha's products, blush, highlighter, not mascara, eyeshadow, this is a great way to do it. So yeah, I hope that you liked this video, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.